2, I think.
You had 2.
I had 1.
You had 1. Memphis had 2. Jesse had none, and I think April had 1.
Rennie had none.
Rennie had none, and April had 1. So Jesse gets on a roll. Boom, boom. Got it. He got 2, 3, 4. And you're tied with him. And so it's you and Jesse at this point. And Memphis stuck at 3, and April got 3. And Rennie still has. I think she got 1, and Jerry has 2. So going to the end, well, it was like the last when you got on your last one for so long, and Jesse, there was a green bear he already ripped out and threw it and didn't even see it. It was sitting right in front of the bed the entire time.
Shut up.
And we couldn't say anything. We was like, Jesse, look, it's right there, and we couldn't say anything. But I promise you, not even 30 minutes went by, and that bear was on the ground, and all he had to do was get it.
Really?
He would have won it. And if you would have won that would have been probably the biggest upset.
Well, did he find the bear?
He found it. He found it.
Oh.
He found it. He eventually found it. We gave him a hand. Said, Jesse, look at the front of the bed. There might be some bears out there. And he looked, and he didn't see anything. He went to the back of the bed. And just wasted
I was
time.
literally like 5 seconds behind winning, beating him.
Yeah, you almost got it. But then he found it laying on the ground and took off. But that competition, boy, the aftermath was probably the biggest thing.
Oh, the guy was puking feathers. Oh, it was a mess.
Oh, and everybody was looking at each other like, is this what this season's going to be like?
Oh, shit.
This is the first POV competition.
You're locked in this motherfucker.
Jerry was...
I heard people over here saying, weren't they already calling me Colonel?
Colonel, yeah.
I'm here. Way to go, Colonel. Come on. Oh, come on. Are you all right, Jerry? I was saying up there, I'm going to the fucking...
Oh, my God.
Are you all right, Jerry? I like to think I was going to die in the first week.
That stuff was tough.
Oh, my God. That was still the hardest one.
That's when you guys made your point, like, okay, you're here to play. Because when y'all went through that basically put your flag in the ground.
I remember somebody said Brian was like, you gotta get Michelle fucking out of here. You're saying.
I said, I want that girl. I don't want to be against her. That's when she had her messed up knees, and she was still doing it.
Oh yeah, that was that was. Damn, that was week 1. All right, now week 2.
Now week 2. With HOH competition for week 2.
First food competition.
What's the food competition?
Pinot Noirs and the Chardonnays.
Oh, that was the second week.
Because if I remember, freaking Jesse had the mustache.
Jesse won the head of household. Yeah, he did. So the head of household competition, Jesse won.
Mm-hmm. The in crowd.
The in crowd, yeah. That's when was the house divided at that point, you know?
No, not yet. Not yet. That was when
everybody was still.
We were joining forces to try to get the remaining, the 2 remaining.
Yeah, the Brian Stragglers.
Yeah.
Okay. So when Jesse won it, that's when a lot of the stuff began.
He wanted to put 2 totally different people up.
Who did Jesse want to put up?
He wanted to put up, I think, Rennie and Duet.
I remember that. Somehow.
Who goes up?
Somehow another nomination.
Steven and Dan.
A couple other nominations went up. Don't look at me. Steven
and Dan.
And Dan.
Yeah.
Somehow Rennie was in the wash.
Somehow I went POV with the license plate and my ass didn't use it.
And you didn't use it. Mm-hmm. Because you didn't want to stir anything.
Yeah.
You didn't want to become a target.
Yeah.
Okay. And let's call a moment right after, and this is what I want to know. Right after the POV ceremony, you had an emotional moment. Explain.
Me?
Yes. This is my diary session with you. You had emotional. You ran outside and started to cry a little bit.
Oh, because it was.
Why did you do
felt
that?
bad.
You felt bad. Why did you feel bad?
Because the first one, Jesse had won. Okay, so I felt like I sealed someone's fate to go home. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't use the POV, so I chose one of these people to go home. Yeah.
And you didn't save one of them.
Yeah, and I just, it was like I said, the first one, Jesse had one, so he took himself off.
Yeah.
So it was the first one that people won the POV, and I just felt like, oh my God, like wasn't a good feeling.
Okay.
It wasn't a good feeling at all.
I seen Libra walk out and console you, and I thought it was something like you was gonna use it on her or something like that.
Well, no. I absolutely just felt bad because you guys had to see Steven's face looking at me. He was like,
really?
Like, yeah, he was like, wondering what I was going to do. And I'm like, I'm not going to do it. I'm like, you're fucking crazy. I'm like, I'm sorry, but it's easier said than if when you don't got it.
So Steven,
he was just looking at me like this. And I was like, I'm not going to use it. When I tell you his face dropped, I just felt bad.
I hear you.
I'm a person. I feel bad when I see people like that.
So later that week, before that eviction Wednesday, Steven pleaded for votes. And he had one target who he was gonna, one target as in who he wanted to go up instead. This is before the POV. One person he wanted her to put up, or wanted Jesse to put up in replacement of her, and that was Libra.
Yeah.
He had an argument now.
He had
an argument. He said that that's when she was starting arguments with everybody. She had an argument with Jerry. She had arguments with everybody, starting stupid stuff and just unnecessary drama, and she was getting on everybody's nerves. And Steven said, well, if she's getting on all you guys' nerves, why don't Michelle use a POV and save me and put her up? And everybody was like, as much as people don't want to admit it, everyone considered it.
Yeah, but nobody said anything to me besides Steven with the minute before. I'm like, bring people upstairs. Nobody said anything to me. He's like, I'm not bringing nobody upstairs. And I'm like, I'm not.
Steven he had a point. It wasn't just Steven making that up, just so you know.
Yeah, but I told him, I said, bring people up. He goes, I don't know about this, Michelle. People going to think you had the idea. I said, fuck you then. Mm-hmm. You're not going to tell me to do something when you're not bringing people up here to tell me. Yeah. Because I was like, fine, you want to play games? No, I'm not fucking using it. You don't give me 10 minutes before the POV to do this to me.
He should have waited earlier. I mean, if he got it done earlier, he may have had a shot to do it. Because Libra was making a lot of people upset that week. So when it didn't happen, he knew that it was pretty much a done deal that he was going on.
So he told me
that was the week of the food competition. Her and I got into it, because she blamed Rennie and I for being old and fucking her.
Yep, and that's where it all started. And that was just added more to it. So if Steven would have went to you and told you that, you probably would have been in favor of it. That's why I don't think he did it. He never talked to you about it.
Never talked to me.
See?
And if you're maybe not waited the last 10 minutes and maybe the day before and maybe got people to talk to me, but then he's telling me just this by himself, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I need more. Get me more and maybe I'll consider it, but no. I'm not putting myself out there like that.
So he decided to go out with a blast with the "It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno" speech.
Suck it, bitches.
It was stupid.
And that was his way of leaving. He knew he was leaving, and that's why he was.
Bitches.
But yet, Dan stayed as low as possible. Didn't blink an eye the entire week, and he didn't campaign next week. He didn't campaign. He admitted. He said, if it's my time to go, it's my time to go. And we said, oh, he's harmless.
Fucker.
Oh, that little guy, he's harmless. Well, we'll just wait to get him out next week. Okay? So that's week 2.
And that's when you guys flipped.
Who?
The next week was and the whole house flipped. And then that's when you guys were all against us.
Let's talk about this. This is healthy, right?
This is Keisha now.
Yes, okay.
No, this is when you guys decided.
Let's talk about it. Keisha, it wins the next head of household, okay? Right. Mm-hmm. And, so, everyone had their ideas of who they wanted, but it's the HOH's decision, right?
No.
Just like we said,
no, we didn't say that. You're getting ahead of yourself. Keisha, Libra, Rennie, April,